Sam, back to winning ways this afternoon. What's your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, important win. It's documented that we've not won a game in the league for a little while, so I think it was important that we got back to winning ways, particularly here at Valley Parade, where we've been so strong for a long period of time. Tricky game at times. I don't think we probably weren't at our very best, but I thought we carried a threat throughout. We got a good goal in the first half and held on to it really well. We were defensively really strong, as we were last week as well, so it's nice that we've got back to being real tight and keeping those clean sheets, because that gives us the foundation for the front lads to go and do what they did.
The Bolton game was a great response to the Burton and the Doncaster game. It must be really pleasing to then build on that as well and get the 3 today.
Yeah, I think after the Doncaster game in the Cup on the Tuesday, and obviously we lost in the league on the Saturday, I think the break actually came at a really good time for us. And I know the manager mentioned about perspective and just taking a bit of heat out of everything and taking a couple of days to kind of think about where we are and actually how well we're doing and realising when we are at our best what it is that we do well. That's for us, that's being front-footed, that's being aggressive with our press and intensity and our work rate. When we do those things, it gives us such a strong foundation to go and win games of football. So I think the break came at a good time. We had a good week's work into Bolton, and really kind of positive, much more like us performance last week, and we followed it up today with 3 points.
Back-to-back clean sheets as well. Is that something that the lads, and in particular the defensive side of the team, were looking at to achieve?
Yeah, I think we always speak on the clean sheets and being sort of defensively resolute. With the way we play, that so much of that comes from the front guys as well. It's big credit to them. They really set us off. And the more we can kind of pressure the opponent in their half and pressure them into making difficult passes and not having time on the ball, it makes it a whole lot easier for us as a defensive unit. And then, when teams do break through, as you inevitably get at this level with the quality, I thought we stood up really well to it today. Some big blocks, big headers, and obviously I've had to make a couple of saves as well. So that's all kind of part and parcel of it. But yeah, clean sheets is, as I say, it gives us a really strong foundation, because we know that we've got guys that can be really dangerous for us and can score goals. So all the while we're doing that, it bodes well.
You touched on the sort of gap in between. What did that week offer for you guys off the pitch? Was it a case of taking maybe any emotions out of those 2 games and sort of just focusing on yourselves again? Yeah,
I think obviously when you get a break like that, it gives you kind of a couple of different things that you can. Obviously, there's the physical break, because we know we've got a very busy period coming up. We're fortunate we've got a really good strong squad and a healthy squad by and large, barring a couple at the moment. So that'll put us in really good stead. So yeah, it's about sort of resting up physically and getting ourselves ready for the period we've got ahead. But also, like I say, having a look at things over that first kind of third of the season, if you like, where we maybe came off in those last couple of games, with the Burton game in particular and the Doncaster game in the second half, because first half we were very good. So yeah, looking at, like I say, what we, all the while we do what we know we're best at, it gives us such a good footing in games to go and win. When we come off slightly, we become a little bit easier to play against, and it's very clear. It's in the data, it's in the analysis. You can see it in the clips and that kind of thing. And so yeah, it was a really important period for us to kind of take a step back, do some good work on the training pitch, and yeah, sort of really attack this period. And it's been a good start so far.
Obviously, clean sheet, number of saves, sponsors, man of the match. Is that up there with one of your best games in the Bradford shirt that you feel? Yeah,
I think certainly Valley Parade. I was saying upstairs, I think it's actually the first man of the match at Valley Parade, which I think is a good thing. I don't often want to be man of the match at Valley Parade, because it means that I'm in the game a bit more. But like I say, I'm pleased to kind of be there and help the team when I need to, and stay focused, stay concentrated, that kind of thing. But like I said, it was a real big team effort today. It wasn't just me making those saves. It was a lot of blocks, a lot of headers. I thought we defended all their set plays really well. And like I say, they're a decent team, so they might feel a little bit hard done by, but we're delighted with the 1-0.
A note on the supporters. Remember in the first half there were a 1-on-1 chance. They were offside in the end, but the fans straight after chanting your name. How good were they again today? Yeah, brilliant,
fantastic. Every time, at home or away. I haven't sort of spoken since last week, but the support we had at Bolton last week was incredible. To take just north of 5,000 across the way was absolutely insane, really. And then yeah, come back and get home. We know they're back when we get at home. They're brilliant at home. Was pleased to make that save actually, because I never liked the ball going in the net. So it was nice to get down, and even though he was offside, and stop the ball going in.
Finally, Bolton again up next in the Virtue Trophy competition. The lads have enjoyed playing in the last 2 years in particular. Safe to say the lads will be up for that one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a great game again, isn't it? You know, we put on the two teams last week put on a real good show, and I'm sure both teams will be looking to do the same again. It's a competition that's important to us. It's one we want to win. You know, we've had 2 semi-finals in the last 2 seasons, so we're looking to go one better in the competition and get ourselves to the final and hopefully win.